point. And then the software analyzes the maximum and minimum part deviated from the writing pattern. Then it is the more difficult. And what type of software we use, that depends on the software or the agency. But here, one thing is important. The UGC is one, which I want to say here. The UGC is one. Just I am saying that the plagiarism is the computer retrieval system. And it is responsible for the within testing of the within plagiarism and global plagiarism, both. But here in India, and particularly in the universities of Bihar, because the UGC for the local determination of the local plagiarism, UGC repeatedly issues the letter to post your thesis on the InflipNet. That is responsible for the local plagiarism, checking of the plagiarism of the local at the local level. But here, repeatedly the UGC is writing the paper, repeatedly the governor house is communicating the letter to post your thesis on the or your inflip.net, that is the autonomous body. And in this way, the InflipNet is determined to create a database. Whensoever any university declared the 500 and 700 theses and awarded the 500 and 600 degrees, but their database is not available in the InflipNet, then the retrieval system is not in a position to check the within university or within local derivation. Of course, it is responsible for the detection of the plagiarism from the global availability of the global level of the documents available from the globally, but it is not possible to detect the local level of the plagiarized text. So here, the number of software, and each and every software has a different nature. Which type of software you use, it depends on that part. And each and every university, some universities has a separate detection center and separate software that is responsible for the detecting of the plagiarism. Then these are the common features. Then we come on the at present, if you observe that the what types of plagiarism is available on types of the plagiarized context, and commonly it is divided into the 10 types. If we study the degree of the level and what types of the copying and pasting are used, it is based on the, it is divided into the 10 points. First is the clone plagiarism. Clone means just we use the context of the any paper and paste it another way without any change, but of the different worker. Then it comes under the clone plagiarism. Second one is remix plagiarism. Remix means you selected some part from here, some part from another paper, and you mix here. Third one is the hybrid. Hybrid also represents as the remix. If you observe the word remix and hybrid, both are the appears as the same outcomes, but there are some different. In the remix, you do not use the citation. वहाँ पे आप क्या करते हैं कि उसको साइटेशन को आप यूज नहीं करते हैं. आप दो जगह को रिमिक्स किए, बट यू नॉट मेंशन द साइटेशन. बट इन द हाइब्रिड यू मेंशन द साइटेशन, बट one citation is mentioned and one citation is absent. In this condition, it represents the hybrid nature without the referring the citation from the both sources. Third one is Control C plagiarism. Control C, that is copy and paste. You observe the commonly you observe the copy the some context and paste here. इट मे बी वो आपका भी हो सकता है. आप अपने भी पहले के प्रीवियस जो आपने पेपर पब्लिश किया है या फिर प्रीवियस आपने जो थीसिस सबमिट किया है, बिकॉज विद इन जो चेकिंग हो रहा है रिट्राइवल सिस्टम, इट इज़ नॉट अवेलेबल एज ऑन नेट, देन इट रिप्रेजेंट द C प्लस कंट्रोल C. Fifth one is find and replace. It is the find and replace means you select the common keywords and then you replace the major keywords and phrases from the context. And you claim that it is my work. It comes under the find and replace. Second, recycle plagiarism. Recycle means if you suppose you produced a PhD before 5 years, 5 वर्ष पहले आपने कोई PhD प्रोड्यूस किया या 5 वर्ष पहले आपने कोई पेपर को प्रोड्यूस किया कहीं, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल ऑन द नेट एंड अगेन यू पब्लिश दिस, आपने उसको फिर पब्लिश कर दिया, दैट इज द रिसाइकिल प्लेज. फिफ्थ वन इज मेसअप प्लेज. आपने क्या किया कि फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट सोर्सेज आपने 12, 14, 15 जगह से लिया एंड यू मेस अप द कॉन्टेक्स्ट एंड यू नाउ make a paper. It is referred as the mess-up plagiarism. And here, in the mess-up plagiarism, one thing again, you are not mentioning the citation. Why so? Just I am saying that in the computer programming, when the reverse plagiarism testing is observed from citation to the context, then वो आपके हर एक चीज को वो सर्च कर लेगा. When वो जैसे वो रिवर्स करेगा फ्रॉम साइटेशन टू context, then you detected all these things. यहाँ का ये citation है, the mention is present but citation is not available, or the citation is present but the fact is not available. The eighth one is the for not for. It is again significant. For not for means you selected cited part of the one paper, you selected cited part of the another paper, but from not original paper you collected the information from cited fragment of any original paper, but you do not consult with the original paper from which the citation is collected by the other paper and you included it. In that condition, for not for 404, it is observed as the for actually called the for not for, मतलब जिसको आपने cited किया है उसका फैक्ट वहाँ पे मिल नहीं रहा है. For not for, जिसका आपने citation किया वो चीज़ आपको सॉफ्टवेयर में या फैक्ट में प्रेजेंट नहीं हो रहा है. Ninth one is the aggregator plagiarism. It is again you collected the some different parts and you aggregated the facts and prepare a paper and claiming that it is my work. Without the citation, you are claiming that it is my work or it is my thesis. Now, it is also a type of plagiarism. Then there is a types of plagiarism and all types are selected or all types are detected by the retrieval system. But most important thing is the availability of the documents on the net, on the web. If they are not available on the web, then the detection software is not in a position to detect the facts. So both the checking, global checking and local checking are, or the availability of the global literal academic works or the local academic works on the net are necessary. So here it is necessary for the university level also that you upload all the theses on the Inflinet. Without the uploading of the Inflinet, it is very difficult to check the academic theft by the software. Now, it is, if you observe the collected literatures from the different sources, the plagiarism is not a simple problem. It is a very difficult problem, and now it is considered as a pandemic. I am not saying that it is pandemic, but it is said by the UGC. And UGC reported and declared, issued the letter in the 2017, a number of remedies he circulated for the supervisor, for the researcher scholars also. And the most important, he also defined the plagiarism. UGC defined an act of academic dishonesty and breach of ethics. It is not my line. It is the line of the UGC. It is the line of the UGC that if you not maintain the ethical concepts and if you are not honest, then it is very difficult to check the plagiarism in the academic world. Now, after the amendment in the Copyright Act in the 2012, all the facts, even your designing, your representation, your graphical representation, your photographs, your video, your visual, all are included under the Copyright Act after the amendment in the Copyright Act 2012. Of course, you are free to claim if anyone use your publications, your basics and your facts. And I want to say that a news was published in the Indian Express in 2018. And in the 2018, in Indian Express, one teacher, that is S.C. Lakhotia of the BHU, and he was a member of the, he was a member for a committee which is responsible for the scrutinization and publication of the journals, referred journals by the UGC, first UGC list. And after the completion of the meeting, Professor Lakhotia was resigned from the committee and claiming that the more than 1,000 journals are included in the list that they are, which are predatory of nature. That means the number of predatory journals are available. So it is also suggested for the students and for the academia to must check or cross-check the journal before the publication. And the ICIJ, it is an international organization for the analysis of the published paper, claimed that in India only 15.6% journals published annually has the quality, and all other papers, the percentage, are published in the predatory journals. So it is our responsibility, it is responsibility of the students to maintain the ethics, research ethics, or the honesty when we publish the data, when we publish the papers, and when we publish the journal, paper in the journals, or when we submit the thesis, submit the thesis to the university for the award of the PhD degree. And it is also your moral duty to upload your thesis on the Inflip net. Thank you for all, and thank you for the organizing committee for his valuable time, and thank you to all. Thank you, sir.